Due to the Great Plains that were chiefly responsible for its wheat production, USA was once known as the breadbasket of the world. However, these Great Plains soon turned the breadbasket of the world into a dust bowl. Let's see how this happened. The Great Plains were covered with a thick layer of grass with deep roots, which was difficult to unearth with the existing equipment. To overcome this difficulty, different types of new plows were designed locally. With time, technologically advanced disc plows and tractors came up for clearing the vast stretches for wheat cultivation. Then came technology advances in crop harvesting as well. Before the 1830s, grain used to be harvested with a scythe or sickle by several men and women. In the year 1831, the first mechanical reaper was invented by Cyrus McCormick. This quickened the lengthy process of harvesting. Later, combined harvesters were invented that were used to cut grain. These were highly efficient machines that could harvest 500 acres of wheat in 2 weeks. These huge machines replaced large amounts of human labor. Many poor farmers tried to keep up by buying these machines with loans from banks. However, the Great Agrarian Depression that set in during the 1930s made matters worse. The poor farmers could no longer repay their debts to the banks or find any jobs due to the mechanization of the harvest process. The 1930s also witnessed disturbance in the ecological balance of the Great Plains. Coupled with the droughts of the 1930s and the large-scale removal of natural vegetation for wheat cultivation over the years, the Great Plains were now covered by dry soil. These huge expanses of dry soil were exposed to the ferocious winds that blew across the open landscape, causing dreadful dust storms and blizzards. People were blinded and choked. Cattle and fish suffocated to death. The Great Plains, that once was the breadbasket of the world, had now been reduced to a big dust bowl, causing damage to both life and property.